Hello, it's good to see you. Today we're going to be taking a look at the various components of my Halloween costume. I'm not actually going to put it on today, but I have everything here. Everything has come in the mail. I got the last piece today. Actually, the last piece is kind of an add-on that I decided at the last minute to get. It doesn't really go with the costume, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, so we have several packages here. They're in crinkly plastic. This is the crinkliest. I want to make a whole video with just this. It's plastic. It almost looks like a furry pillow, doesn't it? But it's not. It's not a blanket or a pillow. This is something that may help because, you know, sometimes at night, this time of year, it can get a little chilly around here. If I can open this. It has a zipper, like a Ziploc thing. I was a little concerned this wouldn't come today, but it did. I didn't think it did, but they didn't put it at my door or in the mailbox. They put it in a weird location. I just happened to find it. Okay. Now you can really see how furry that is. Oh, it's incredibly soft. Oh my goodness. Look at that. You open it up. And it is a fur, it's a faux fur stole. It's like a wrap. Like you can wear this. You can wear it around your shoulders like this. It's very luxurious. It has this nice lining to it. Looks like a nylon lining. Very silky feel to it. And the fur goes all the way up to the edges. It's so nice. It's very soft. So I can use this to help keep me warm if we are outside any at all, which I think we will be. I'm not quite sure yet what we're doing. I have a general idea, but if I have to go outside at all, sometimes it gets chilly around here near the end of October in the evenings. So that's your first clue. This is not the warmest costume I've ever had. I think the year I got the coldest was when I was Princess Neytiri from Avatar, which was a really cool costume, but it got very cold that night, and we were outside quite a bit. We went to several outdoor events, and I was so cold. I was freezing. But everybody liked it. I got a lot of compliments on it, but I was freezing the whole time. So this is awesome. I almost want to keep this. It is not the kind of thing I would wear every day, but it's actually very warm. It's very nice. So that's one piece of my costume. Again, it isn't technically part of it. I mean, when you think of this character, you're not gonna imagine this, but I'm wearing it if I get chilly. And make a nice pillow. Okay. I haven't told you yet what it is. I'm showing you pieces of it. I don't think it's going to be very hard to figure out in a minute here, though. Now here we have another box. It's inside this package from Amazon because I'm an Amazon fanatic. I order stuff from them all the time, especially around Christmas. In here we have a box. I have not seen this yet. Look at that. All I did was cut the package open, the plastic. So I have not seen this. Has a rubber band on it. It says, looks like it says Ellie. And it has that beautiful silver top. That's gorgeous. All right, I can check the size. The size looks okay. I probably should have looked at these as soon as they came, but that's okay. There's a rubber band on here, and it's really tight. I'm going to use my scissors on that. Get that off there. All right. I think this is the prettiest shoebox I've ever seen. Now, if the right shoes are in here, this is probably going to tell you what I am going to be. So take the lid off. It's wrapped in this beautiful Ellie tissue paper. And inside is more tissue paper. And plastic too. Look, it's coated in plastic, and inside the plastic is more tissue paper. So I'm going to take one of these out. They're wrapped separately, looks like. You can already see it's a heel. And if it looks right, I think you're going to know. Some of you might know just from seeing the heel who I'm going to be. Look at that. Ooh, I like it already. Now it's covered in tissue paper. I'm going to peel this off. I had to look through a lot of shoes to pick these out. And I ultimately went with this pair. There were a lot of contenders, but I like this one the best. Why, look at that. It's almost completely clear. Now inside here we have, of course, the little piece of cardboard in there. And this part to, keep this nice and straight. And I like the little butterfly on there. It would have been fine if it didn't have that on there, but I thought the little butterfly was cute. It's made of metal, silver metal. And there's a little piece of wadded up paper in there to keep the top from being pushed down. And even the heel is clear. Look at that. Pretty nice, huh? I didn't want a super high heel. I know from experience, having dressed up many times now, that walking around in really high heels is something I'm not interested in. It gets uncomfortable pretty quickly. And usually it's because the shoe is not one that I've really broken in very well, so they're kind of stiff, and it's just it can kind of put a damper on the night for me. Now inside here, I'm going to take the other one out so we can see both shoes. There's a little divider. I feel bad just taking one out. I want to take them both out. This is a large piece of tissue paper. And when you pull it back, you see the other shoe. And again, it's almost like it's encased in a little plastic bag. So I'm just going to pull that open a little bit. And then we're going to take out the shoe. And again, it's encased in tissue paper. All except the back. The back is exposed. I'm just going to unwrap that. So do you know who might wear shoes that look like this? Take the tissue paper away. So now we have both shoes. I like the fact that the inside has that kind of like a holographic look to it. It's a nice little added touch, even though when you're wearing them that won't show. But yeah, it's not a super high heel. Some of them had crazy high heels. I said, no way. If I have to do a lot of walking, that is not going to be comfortable. So, they're my shoes. I'm just going to set them out of the way for the moment. And I'm going to put the box out of the way. Now, that was all that was in that package. Over here, I have another crinkly big bag. And it only has one thing in it, but it's really big. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to really unfold it properly. I have not taken it out of the bag yet, so I don't know how big it's going to get. Here's the Amazon bag. I mean, it's big enough already. So I'm going to reach in here and take this out. It's not heavy, it's just really big. Now this, if you have ever had to wear one of these, you probably recognize it. This is a hoop crinoline. Now I'm going to see if I can cut this bag open with my scissors. I'm going to try not, I don't want to cut the crinoline itself, so I have to be very careful. I'm going to take it out and see how big it gets. That's what she said. Stuff is made out of, it's easy to cut, so I'm trying to be careful. It's almost like one of those kids' play tunnels that have that wire stuff in them that makes them stand open. They fold up really small, but when you go to open them, they just kind of spring out. Like a can, like the fake can of peanuts, and you open it, it has the coil snakes. I'm just afraid that's what this thing is going to do when I take it out of the bag. It's actually stuck to the crinoline right there. That's weird. Like a little piece of tape or something. How did it... It's like completely stuck to it. Well, that's not good. That's a first. It's like there's a piece of tape that's... There we go. I got it. See, it's trying to expand on me already. Let's see. There we go. Now this up here, of course, this is the part, the waist. This is where you can tie it. And there's also Velcro. So you can adjust it. Actually, I think I have it wrong side out. Now it has tulle around it, you see, and it comes down. It's quite large, but it's supposed to be. So now you know this costume is apparently, it involves some sort of dress or a large skirt. And the point of this crinoline is to make the dress kind of fluff out. So it's not just laying flat. You want to give it a little body, a little oomph. Stand away from the body. So you just go around, pull the tulle like this. Now see, this is also going to help the dress stick out a little more. And then on the inside you have the ribbing, you have this boning in here or whatever, I don't know, I'm not familiar with all the terms, but it's a hoop basically, a flexible hoop. There's one here and another one way down here. Now it's really big, so it's kind of hard to show you the whole thing, but this is my hoop crinoline, and it's like I said, it's not heavy at all. It's really just to make it fluff out and look better. You do have to be careful. If you've ever worn a hoop crinoline, you know when you sit down, you have to be very careful, or the hoop will sort of pop up like this. I have worn one before, and you have to take your hands and kind of push down on the hoop to make sure, and keep your hands there sometimes, depending on how you're sitting and how the hoop crinoline is made, or a hoop skirt. You have to kind of press down on it to keep it from popping up, and it can be very embarrassing. So this is my hoop crinoline, and I can use it as a satellite dish later. Maybe I can talk to some aliens or something. Or maybe the wind will catch it just right and I'll fly off to Ireland or something. I don't know. So we've looked at the wrap. We looked at the shoes. I love these shoes. These are so cute. And I found all this stuff on Amazon. I didn't mean to. That's just kind of the way it worked out. And now I have a box down here. And this box came with a bunch of stuff in it. And I'm going to show you, I think there are 3 things in here. I'm going to show them to you one at a time. I'm going to set the box on the floor, go open it up, and I'm going to take the items out one at a time. I had so much fun shopping for this stuff. I don't know which one to show you first. This is going to, well, any of these things is going to tell you. Here's the first thing. Light blue, long satin gloves. These are from Leg Avenue. They're extra long satin gloves. And up here you can see the picture, how they would look when you actually have the gloves on. And they are very long. They're going to come up to like here, which is what I wanted. So who wears light blue satin gloves? I don't know. I don't know who that could be. I looked at several different types of gloves on there. And these just, to me, were the best. The color was right. The length was right. Everything was perfect. So they came in this plastic container, plastic bag. I would take them out and put them on, but I have on long sleeves, and I just don't think I could really pull them up enough. So when we actually do the costume on Halloween, you will get to see them then. But for now, I'm going to set them over here. And the next thing, and this next thing is in a box, all on its own. And I have not opened it. Now, I don't know how hard it's going to be to open. This is a wig from the Wig Experts. And it comes in this beautiful black shiny box with gold lettering. And on the back, it gives you instructions for washing your wig. That is not the wig that should be in here. It's not a brown wig. I hope it's not a brown wig. If it is, I got the wrong wig. But it looks like we have a little seal right there, which we can take care of easily enough. Like that. Now let's see if I got the right wig. And it took some looking around to find the wig I wanted to. There were several options. There was one I really liked, but it was about $100, and I didn't really want to pay that. This was much less. So let's see. Looks like you just lift it up. That. And then you just pull it back. The color, I guess the color is okay. It's 100% synthetic fiber, made by ST Fantasy. Covered with a little sheet of tissue paper. Oh, that's a nice wig. The feel of it, that's a nice quality wig. Let's take it out of the box. Oh dear. Now, this wig, I would like it if it were a little lighter, but that's okay. You see now it's already sort of styled. Let me look at it here. Okay. So it looks like, okay, here's the front. It's in a mesh container. And you have the curls in the back. So they're going to be kind of up here, hopefully, kind of on the back of my head like that. So who do you think would have hair like that? We'll find out for sure in a minute. I'm pretty sure you already know who I'm going to be for Halloween. Oh, it's a very nice wig. I mean, I have a lot of wigs, and most of them are pretty cheap, except for Charities. But Charities, I actually got at Goodwill for $1, but it's actually a very expensive wig. I don't know who would get rid of a wig like that, but it was like brand new, and I paid $1 for it, and I love it. But this is nice. I can't remember how much it was exactly. Now I know some wigs are hundreds of dollars, and this is not like that, but it was more than I normally spend on a wig. Inside there's some tissue paper balled up in there, and they give you wig care instructions. You can actually wash it and dry it. I don't plan on doing that, but anyway, we have this pretty wig. I'm going to set it back in the box. It is very nice. All the reviews on Amazon said it was a wonderful wig, and everybody seemed pretty pleased with it. And just my initial impression is that it is a very nice wig. Definitely worth the money, but I honestly can't remember how much it was. I think it was about $30. It's a lot better than $100. And the last thing is going to tell you for sure. Now this comes as a package. All of this came together. And here we are. This is what we're doing this year. We are going as the classic Cinderella. I love this dress. I've actually wanted to go as Cinderella for years. But every year something else. I thought of something else. I thought, oh no, I want to do that first. And next year I'll do Cinderella. And I just never quite got around to doing Cinderella. But I really wanted to. Every year it was the first costume that came to mind. But then I would think of something else and go, oh no, I really want to do that. I think I've mentioned before, I only got to go trick-or-treating once as a kid, and it got ruined. Before we went down maybe 2 streets, and these kids were egging cars that were driving by, and they egged our car, and my mom got so mad that she said we were never going again, and we never went again. We never participated in any other Halloween festivities, really at all. And I might have been 5 years old when that happened. So I missed out on pretty much every Halloween, except for anything we did at school, which wasn't much. So let's see, the first time I dressed up was when my second husband's kids were small. And I dressed up a few times then. But then when my kids came along, I started dressing up at Halloween because they got a laugh out of it. So I get to enjoy Halloween every year now. But my kids are getting older, and they're kind of aging out of the whole Halloween thing. So I thought, this year, let's go ahead and do it before we run out of Halloweens. And that's not to say I can't dress up later, but I don't know, it's not the same as, getting to dress up with your kids. It's just, to me, it's just more fun. That's my opinion, but I think I want to do it now while they're still dressing up too. At least one of them. The other one, my 13-year-old, is not interested anymore. But so look at this beautiful dress. I picked, now there are a lot of different Cinderella dress costume options, but I picked this one because of, it's got a glare on it, I'm sorry, because of all the pretty detail. And all the comments said get it a size bigger than normal because it runs kind of small. And it doesn't come with the gloves, which is why I bought the gloves. And it does not come with a wig. So that's why I got the wig and the shoes. Of course, I would need shoes. It comes with the dress, the black choker, and the headband. So, and a lot of comments also said put a hoop crinoline under it to kind of fluff the dress out. Otherwise, it just kind of hangs straight down. And it just looks better if you have the hoop crinoline in there to make it stand out a little bit. So what I do every year, and I'm running out of time for this too, I take the day off on Halloween and I dress up and I go to pick up my son from school, and everybody in the after school program where he goes at school looks forward to see what I'm going to wear that year. All the teachers, the students, they think it's just the coolest, neatest thing. You know, what's she going to wear this year, you know? So I don't tell them. It's always a surprise. They have to wait and see who comes through the door. So this is who they're going to see this year when I go pick him up. It's really neat. They've already asked me several times to give them some hints, and I won't. The only thing I would tell them is I'm not wearing any crazy face makeup this year. I guess I don't know that I'll do much different with my makeup at all. I mean, it's, you know, people aren't really looking at your makeup. It's mostly about the dress and the hair and all that. So, I don't want to take it out right now, but if you look at the back, oh, it has sequins. I didn't see that. And there's some glare on the plastic. I'm sorry about that. But here's the bodice, and you can see that it has holographic sequins. Oh, I cannot wait to put this on. I cannot wait. I'm not going to until Halloween. And I will let you see it then. But it comes with the matching headband, and the choker is kind of down in there. Oh, it's such a beautiful blue. I love that color. Let's look at the gloves. Now, the gloves don't have to match exactly. I mean, I think as long as they're light blue, it's okay. I would say they're close enough. I mean, I think that's pretty close. It doesn't have to match perfectly, but anyway, I'm really excited about trying this on. I hope it fits. I got a large, because that's what everybody was saying do not get, get at least one size bigger than what you normally wear or it will not fit. So I said, okay, I'm going to get a large then. So I'm going to try this on. Not today. I'm going to wait till Halloween. We're going to, I'll let you see. I'm going to let you see how this all works out. So I'm really excited to put all this on and see what fun we can get into Halloween night. But you see now why I wanted the fur stole. Like if it's really cold outside, my shoulders are going to get cold. So I thought it would actually look pretty too to have the white fur stole to go with it. And it will keep me from freezing to death. But I think with the crinoline and the long dress, even if it is cold, I think I'll be okay. I don't think I'll get that cold. So there you have it. That's my costume, and I cannot wait to get together again in a few days, and we're going to assemble everything, and I'll put on some makeup and we'll see how it turns out. So stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.